Hello everyone, it's Corvette Dan. Welcome back to the channel. As you can probably guess by the looks of this image, the topic of this video is C3 Corvette. And what we're going to be doing today is changing out the steering wheel. Now, if you know the channel, you know that I own a 68. And if you're keen to look, you'll see that this is a 69 wheel. Well, take a guess what wheel we're going to put on this car, folks. Based on some of my videos, you might guess. However, if you guessed a 68 wheel, you are wrong. We took a 68 wheel off this already. Actually, the previous owner swapped it out just before I bought the car. I do have the wheel, but we're going to put a smaller steering wheel in this car. And you ask why? Well, let's demonstrate why. I am 6'1", but I only weigh about 175 pounds, but this car is kind of not easy to get out of, as you just saw. Right? So stay tuned, and we're going to show how to do that. Alright folks, you might be asking yourself two questions, even though one of them I already answered. Why would I want to change out to an aftermarket wheel? Well, because as you can see here, here's the 68 wheel, and it's even bigger than the 69. The 69 wheel is still kind of tight, so we're going to go with the smaller wheel from Top Flight Automotive. The second question you might be asking is, there's a lot of videos on there changing the wheel. What makes yours any different? Well, what makes mine different is those videos I'm looking at, they're talking about changing out the horn and all the guts and whatnot, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to swap wheels, so this is going to be pretty simple here. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a screwdriver. I don't know if it's Phillips or standard. It doesn't really matter at this point because I have both and can adjust accordingly, and probably some kind of non-marring pry tools. I'm going to just pry that cap off with my fingers, just kind of pulling, but we'll see. We're going to show that, but the first thing you need to do is disconnect the battery, and the battery is behind the driver's seat, so let's get to that now. Okay, so for those that don't know, your battery is under this compartment here. You press this little button and you pull up. All right, let's stop it in here. And we'll get it. All right, there we go. All right, so you do that. And then I have a battery quick disconnect here. So we're just going to do that and watch for the light to go out. So the light went out. So battery's disconnected. Pretty simple, okay? So from there, let's get to it. All right, the reason you're disconnecting your battery is so that your horn don't work. Because when you pop this off, it's probably going to go, and you don't want that to happen. Verifying that it has no battery power. Clock stopped. Lights are off. So let's get right to it. I'm just going to try to pry this out. Again, I'm just going to use my fingers. I'm going to have to stop the camera here and just pry it out. But basically, you're popping this off, and then we'll show the next step. All right, that came off about as easy as I could imagine. It just pries off. I think it rides inside of here. So now we're going to take off these 3 screws. Pretty simple stuff. That's Phillips, and they're all Phillips, okay? So this is what we're going to do here. There's one missing. I don't really think that matters, to tell you the truth. Maybe we'll try to source another screw. Maybe we won't. So right now we'll remove these 3 screws first. And that's what you should see. Right? Careful of that spring, folks. I ain't going to touch it. We're just going to put this right back when we get the new wheel installed. Now we're going to take off these 6 screws. 5 screws. We'll see if I can find another screw. I don't think it's a big deal if I can't, but let's take them off. And out comes the last one. You can see the wheel is even starting to come off, right? Easy peasy. These screws weren't super tight either, so I'm thinking they don't really have to be super tight. I drove this car for almost a year, and the wheel didn't budge. So let's get this wheel off. That's what you should see, folks. Again, this is a 68. I'm sure the 69 is different, but let's go and put the new wheel back on. All right, stay tuned. I think about the only real difficulty you're going to find, and it wasn't even really difficult, is getting the first screw started. So I'm starting, I started 2 there. I'm just going to put The remainder's in. I'll take a look and see if I can't source another screw here. Not sure if I can, but let's finish this up. Again, please smash that thumbs up and click the notification bell as always. Let's continue. And when I tighten them up, I went in like a star pattern, right? Like you would when you're putting your wheel back on. These screws have a fine thread. I do not have the screw. I will source one, and it'll be simple enough to put on when that time comes. Let's put the horn button back on after we tighten these up, and we'll show that too. Okay, here's the horn button. You're going to want to watch position of that. Okay, that's the contact. So make sure you get it right. Don't do it this way. I don't know if it would work, so fortunately I remember the way it went. So let's put these screws in here. They'll go here. Let's try that again. They'll go here, here, and there. All right, let's get this wrapped up. Okay, there's the horn button back on. Now we just gotta snap the cap on, and we will hook the battery back up. Let's just snap her on. There we go, simple enough. Okay, now for the moment of truth, let's plug the reconnect the battery and see if the horn works. Stay tuned for that. Moment of truth, does the horn work? Horn works. Please smash that thumbs up, click the notification bell. Until the next one, this is Corvette Dan. Thank you very much.